Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. And, we should have had, what's it, Old Lang Syne as our opening song for that, because this new year has sucked if you're in the investment arena.
Maybe Bad Moon Rising by
Bad
CCR.
Moon Rising is pretty good, actually, compared to this song. But I like this song, though. I like anything from CCR,
well, look, they're rolling down the river of, I don't know what. It's not good, though.
Yeah, the river of,
without a paddle.
Yeah, this is a family show, so I won't say what it is. But, China got so bad that they literally shut down their stock market,
Twice,
yeah. And what was exactly behind all that?
Well, their manufacturing is down, way down. They're not using commodities. They've been propping up their economy falsely, like we have, for many years now.
Well, and they do it on steroids. We thought we knew how to do it. I don't think the United States of America would tolerate yet. We're almost there. Vast ghost cities that are built just to keep people busy. We're talking huge, vast. That could hold 300,000 people. Some of these cities could hold. We're not quite to that point yet, which I think, again, we've joked about it, but they should lease those out, the freedom-loving people, and almost make them like Hong Kong zones in their country and let, free market-type individuals who pay a good leasing amount to be able to control that and, let freedom ring throughout China.
Well, but you're faced with people who are at the top of the food chain who are not exactly fond of capitalism, or at least they don't want their entire nation to be capitalist.
No. They would just have pockets of it, pockets of free
Well, they already
enterprise.
do.
I know. But they need something to do with they need more money. They need external money being brought in.
Well, and that's the thing is that I heard that there was even a couple of countries that were starting to invest in the yuan, that were going to change their main money to the yuan. And I'm not talking about in Asia. I'm talking about in like Africa or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
And then here we have this huge crash. So I don't know what that's going to do to that idea. But look, maybe it was Nigeria or something. It was bizarre. But it's been false. Their economy has been false. It's been propped up. Japan's was, China's to a larger extent, ours was and is, with the Fed and, throwing money into the stock market. But in any case, that house of cards is starting to crumble in a big way. And China, their market crashed, and they had to stop it twice. I think it was down like 5%, and they stopped it. And then they opened it back up after like 15 minutes or something. And then it went down another 2%. So I think it ended the day at down 7%. And our market likewise tanked. It was at one point down 470 points.
Yeah.
And they said, I think Joe Kernan at Squawk Box or someone had said that had it stayed there, had it ended the day down 470 points, that would have been the worst year opening in 80 years. Now, where it finished, it was still the worst year opening in 8 years. And 8 years ago, if you remember, that was when we had the big crash. So 2016, if this is any indicator, 2016 does not look to be a good year for the markets.
No. So far, so bad. And there's nothing about the fundamentals. The reality is that, they would never raise interest rates in an economic environment like this. But they did. And the reason why they did go ahead and raise interest rates is because it all looks bizarre. It all looks, there's just there's no logic to where we are. We've got a $20 trillion debt. We've got more people that are unemployed that historically would have been employed since any time in modern U.S. history, since we've recorded such. And so, it's kind of like we're trying to pretend that we're robust by doing things like raising the interest rate.
It's like financial saber rattling, and the truth is, man, at some point, Kevin, it's put up or shut up time.
Yeah.
Our markets, our economy is not at all as strong as we pretend it is.
No.
It's just not.
No.
So I have no idea what we're going to end up doing, to fix that, if there's a way to alleviate it. I mean, the government wants to make it seem, because it's politically advantageous, they want to make it seem like the economy's on the mend, that we're doing well and all that.
Yeah.
But the reality is far from that. Look at oil prices. Look at
although oil prices are beginning to go up a little bit thanks to the Iran-Saudi Arabia conflict. We'll be over $2 by the end of this month, unless they get some kissing here. We'll be at $2 a gallon, I think, by the end of this month, which I can't imagine me being excited about that. But then again, I can't tell you how many of my friends have been adversely affected by what's happening out there.
But that's not going to help it, really. I mean,
every little bit. If you talk to any of them, and they'll tell you any little bit. Literally, any little bit helps at this point.
Well, I mean, look, who's to blame for Iran having their oil back out on the market? We are.
We are.
Specifically, the State Department and President Obama.
Yeah.
They're the ones who allowed this to happen. So, once again, folks, this president has no clue about geopolitical ramifications, whether it be financial or otherwise, and he's hurting our own citizens here, in the oil and energy. And by the way, he always wanted to hurt the oil industry.
Yeah,
he always wanted to hurt the energy industry. He was the one who was saying that we're going to have $4 a gallon gas, $5 a gallon gas, and that's going to be the new normal. He wants that.
Yeah.
So to him, this is no skin off his nose.
Nope. Absolutely not. This is business as usual for a guy who has always had an agenda that was anti-U.S. economy, or maybe even anti-U.S.
Yeah, I mean, we always sound like political hacks when we say that, but it's kind of, look, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, maybe it's a duck, right? So if he walks like someone who doesn't seem to care about U.S. interests, and he talks like someone who doesn't seem to care about U.S. interests, maybe he doesn't care about U.S. interests.
At the very least, he's quackers.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he's truly incompetent.
Yeah.
And he's in way over his head, but he won't admit it because he's got to be the smartest guy in the room because everyone else around him tells him he is.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens.
Sycophants.
Kind of like the emperor's new clothes. He believes it, though. All right, I'm Kevin Price. You're listening to The Price of Business. Do want to remind you we got a great TV show that airs every Sunday on Biz Television Network. You can learn more about all of this great stuff at priceofbusiness.com. Stay tuned for more after this.